one more time. Let me hit the validate and update. Now it looks in a good shape. We've tried to minimize the number of wrong entries. The scoreboard now looks in good shape with all validations, and you can see that the save and continue button is now active. And you have a small checkbox right next to the save and continue. Like some of the teams, they just want to have the batting statistics and they don't have any control over the statistics in the bowlers. So the objective of this checkbox is that if you do not have the details on the fall of wickets and the scoring rate, you can just keep this, you can uncheck this checkbox and move straight into the bowling details. In this video, I'll keep this checkbox checked that I would like to provide the innings details like the fall of wickets and the scoring rate, and I go ahead and hit the save and continue button. What it'll do is it'll save the scorecard against this match entry. Once I validate, Kolkata Knight Riders have scored 162 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs. So let me hit the save and continue button. It'll do a quick Ajax, and you can see that the scorecard that you have populated drops right in front of you with the strike rate and other details. The next details that we're providing here is the fall of wickets. As we said that we scored 162 for the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs. You can see that the fall of wickets have 9 entries where we collect the runs scored at the fall of each of these wickets. So I go ahead and provide some values for the fall of wickets. I say the first wicket fell on 10, the second one at 35, the third one at 82, the fourth one, let's say, at 96, the fifth one at 125, the sixth wicket to fall was in 131, the seventh one 142, 8 155, and for the last one, let me say that it fell at 181. I'm trying to go above the score of 162, but just to show you how the validation happens. And the scoring rate, what was the scoring rate on the 20 overs that we faced? Let me just quickly provide some values here. Let's say 5, 15, 21, 31, 39, 42, 49, 55. You can just press the tab key and enter the values here, and we have a quick round of validation on all the entries that you make here. Let me provide the scoring rate for all the 20 overs. I quickly hit the validate score per over, and you can see that the fall of wicket score exceeds the total run score on the match on the 9th fall of wicket. So I make it to 161 and validate score per over. Alright, so we have successfully validated score, although you can see that in the over 20 we have gone beyond the 162 mark. But if I try to change the score to, let's say, 196 and hit the validate score per over, you can see that the score provided exceeds the total run scored in the match. So go ahead and change the entry for the score on the over 20. So let's say 162, and I do a quick validation again. Now that I don't have any errors, I can go ahead and hit the save and proceed button. That will save the values for the fall of wickets and the scoring rate. And one final thing before this population of scorecard is done is to collect the bowling statistics. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, is that only those bowlers that you have selected as bowlers for the match will be able to collect bowling statistics against them. And we've selected 4 bowlers, that's Ajanta Mendes, Ajit Agarkar, Ashok Denda, and Ishant Sharma. We can populate some bowling analysis for these guys. Let's say Ajit Agarkar, Ajanta Mendes has bowled 5 overs. That's 5.0. 0 maidens, 45 runs and 2 wickets. Agarkar bowled 5 overs. 5.0. 0 maidens, 55 runs, and he picked up 2 wickets. Ashok Danda bowled 5 overs and 1 maiden with 25 runs and let's say 2 wickets again. And finally Ishant Sharma, let's say that this guy bowled 5 overs and no maidens, and he has given away, just trying to calculate the 162 validation here. That's 45, 55 is 100, 125 and plus 38. So I'm just putting close values to the score that we have provided in the first phase. And I say the wickets taken by Ishant Sharma are 6, and you can see that what 6 means is that the total wickets that we have taken are 12, which is not possible. Let me give it, and let me provide the values and provide some wide snowballs, leg buys and buys, and hit the validate bowling figures, and you can see that the total number of wickets taken exceed 10. So just please cross check, and we make it Ishant Sharma has taken no wickets and validate bowling figures. The opponents have scored 165 for 6 in 20 overs. That's what we have given, and I go ahead and hit the save bowling details. The page does a quick refresh and says that your match scorecard update is successful, and I hit on continue, and it takes me to the Populate Scoresheets again. And if I select the match that we've just populated scorecard, let me just check one match and come back to it. That's 27th April. Now it says that the match information already exists, and you will be replacing the existing information by populating the scorecard. And if I go to the matches tab, I can see that the match has been played on 27th April, and when I click the view scorecard this time, I have all the information that Kolkata Knight Riders versus Deccan Chargers played on 27th April, and the match result, Kolkata Knight Riders have lost. This is the scorecard, the extras. Kolkata Knight Riders have scored 162 for 9 in 20 overs, and the Deccan Chargers managed 165 for 7 in their 20 overs. So in this way, we go ahead and populate the score sheets against the matches that we have fixed. So this is how a score sheet is populated. Let me just log out to show how a visitor can see your statistics. And once you log out, you see that the Populate scorecard has been taken off, and on the home page you can say that you have played one match and lost a match. And on the matches tab, you see that the Kolkata Knight Riders have lost the match against the Deccan Chargers, and the score sheet is pretty much the same with the batting and bowling statistics. And on the players tab, you can see in the list of players, all the players have a match played against each of their name, and how many innings, the number of not outs, runs scored, balls faced, highest so far. This is the only match, so their run scored will be the highest on their batting career. Now once they play more matches, it will show you the highest runs scored by a batsman along with the total number of runs, the average, the strike rate, the 50s and the centuries that have been scored. So by populating more and more scorecards, the players tab on your cricket site on My Cricket Life would give you a statistics of your cricket life. And if you have any questions, please feel free to write to us at support@mycricketlife.com. I hope you enjoyed this video the way we did in creating this video. Thank you for watching this video.